Hello, hello. Welcome to the French edition of Rauta Reviews. Today's band is not a new band, but it's very strong with the melodic output. Let's welcome Aorlhac. So here we have a very nice looking album, if you ask me at least. Very typical for Ladlow. I don't know how to pronounce it, so just give me a rest with it. L'esprit des vents. Sorry, my friends, it's just not something I can handle, so take it with me and let's go forward. So this is a new album from band Aorlhac. A nice looking digipack with blue being dominating color here. Not a typical black metal release in many ways, but very typical for a French band. So let's take a look what this digipack has eaten, so to speak, as we sometimes say in Finnish. So here's the digipack one more time. As you can see, jewel case, digipack. Sorry, I'm just too tired from last weekend's Turku Saatanainen stuff, and I make no sense absolutely. So here are the lyrics, and they are all in French. So unless you are familiar with the language, you just have to stick with the feeling what this album has to offer. Because, like I said, melodic-wise, this is very typical French album. Kind of a fast tempo, lots of atmospheric stuff, very kind of busy in a way of their creation with this black metal. So kind of a captivating, kind of fascinating, but given that this album lasts for almost an hour, it starts to get a little bit monotone. Those who have been listening to lots of French-Canadian black metal, or kind of not this raw version of, or raw scene of French black metal, should pretty well know what this band is all about. When you just start hearing those melodies, you kind of instantly realize that this band is from France. It is as kind of a notable and well-known and, or how to put it, as, you know, the Swedish sense of melodies. They're just something very, I don't know, cultural in a way of, you know, composing these riffs and songs. And I'm not saying it's anything bad, it's just something that you can easily figure out and distinguish from the rest of the bands. Now, like I said, most parts on this album are just great. Production is cool, it's kind of a clean and, you know, something that you can easily to, you know, figure out how the melodies are going, how the drum blasts are doing and all that stuff. And it's not still something that it's kind of a stereo, but more like a precise way of, you know, creating music. So you can just figure out everything that's happening there on a very detailed level. Now, this kind of sound wouldn't fit so many other black metal releases, just because it might, you know, kind of strip down the rawness of the albums. But meanwhile, Aorlhac's music is kind of a more leaning to kind of a folkish way of handling melodies, kind of a medieval, if you will. Well, think of many black metal albums throughout the 90s, and especially those albums which have always been kind of considered like a melodic medieval stuff, or kind of a folkish stuff in a way. So this is kind of a reminiscent of that kind of stuff. So not maybe to those who just want to find that uber darkness or super evil feeling on this album, but kind of those who can just, you know, handle those nice melodies and don't mind the kind of a folkish vibe. Then again, when I say folkish, that doesn't mean that this is filled with fiddles, violins, you know, mouth harps and all that stuff, and going to happy-go places with 11 ears and all that stuff. This is still a black metal release, just not maybe the rawest possible one, but rather leaning on more melodic, fast tempoing, you know, way to create that atmosphere that only French people, in my opinion, can properly execute. Well, maybe French Canadians as well. I don't want to put those down. So think of bands like Fortress and so many other, you know, just French or Middle European bands, and you should figure out what this band has to offer. Overall, quite good album, just maybe not as good as it possibly could be. So I'm not calling it a great one, but definitely a good one and something that you should consider listening to if melodic black metal in the first place is your cup of tea. So if you got interested, just check those links in the description box below and go to listen for yourself, and let's hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. As always, thank you for watching and keep those thumbs up and down coming and your comments about the band's music. See you soon with another review. This is Rauta. Goodbye.